The moon hangs low tonight, its silver light spilling across the restless sea. You, dear Cancer, stand at the water's edge. The waves curl around your feet like whispers from another world. In your hands, you hold the Six of Pentacles, a card of giving, of balance, of the quiet dance between abundance and need. This is not just about money. It is about energy. It is about the invisible exchange that shapes your relationships, your career, your very sense of worth. Tonight, we speak of generosity and self-respect, of how you open your heart without draining your soul. The tides have carried you far. You have given much, perhaps more than anyone knows. And yet, there is a shift in the air, a calling for you to understand the true value of what you give and what you receive. So, let us walk together under the moonlight. Let us follow the path the tarot lays before you. A path where wealth is not just measured in coins, but in love, trust, and the quiet dignity of knowing your worth. The deeper meaning of the Empress in wealth. The Empress does not speak of coins and numbers alone. Her wealth is not limited to gold stored in a vault, nor to bills folded neatly in your wallet. Her abundance begins with a state of being. It is the soft confidence of knowing you can create, that your ideas have value, and that your efforts will bear fruit. For Cancer, this card calls to your natural gift of nurturing. You do not simply earn, you grow. You invest your energy into projects, relationships, and dreams, watching them bloom over time. The Empress whispers that true prosperity is a living, breathing ecosystem. Money is only one part of it. There is also emotional stability, supportive relationships, creative expression, and a sense of belonging. When she appears, she asks you to look at your current resources. Not just your bank account, but your skills, your time, your connections. These are the seeds you can plant today for the harvest of tomorrow. She reminds you, the soil of your life is fertile, but you must plant with intention, water with patience, and protect what you grow. Cancer. The Empress wants you to feel wealthy before the world calls you wealthy, because that feeling will shape the reality you attract. Listening to the quiet whispers of the universe. There are moments in life when the world feels unbearably loud. Bills piling up, opportunities slipping through your fingers, that restless ache inside, telling you you're behind, even if no one says it aloud. Cancer, in those moments, it's easy to believe that money is only about numbers, only about income and expenses, only about winning or losing. But here's the truth. The universe wants you to hear. Money is energy. And like any energy, it responds to your emotional state. If you are tangled in fear, that energy contracts. It hides, it resists, it avoids your reach. But when you shift into trust, that same energy begins to flow softly at first, then with steady strength. This is where the Wheel of Fortune calls you to listen closely. Not to the noise of your doubts, but to the subtle, almost invisible whispers guiding your next move. It could be a conversation overheard at the perfect time, an email arriving out of nowhere, a sudden pull to apply for something you'd normally ignore. These are not accidents. They are the universe's way of handing you the next key. And you, dear Cancer, are more intuitive than you realize. When you place your hand over your heart and breathe deeply, you can feel when something is right for you. Even if it makes no sense on paper yet, this part of your journey is about listening, really listening. Not just to what people say, but to the way the air shifts around an opportunity, to the tingling in your skin when a choice holds promise. Because the wheel does not just turn in your favor by chance, it turns when you are ready to notice the signs it's been spinning for you all along. There is a moment, dear Cancer, when you begin to realize that the chains holding you are not made of iron, but of stories you've told yourself for far too long. Stories about what you can and cannot do. Stories shaped by old fears, by the echoes of voices that doubted you. But the chariot does not move forward if it carries the weight of yesterday's doubt. It moves because you take the reins and whisper to yourself, I am capable. I am ready. Feel that shift inside you. The moment when fear loses its grip and courage starts to rise like the tide under a full moon. You are not here to play small. You are not here to hide in the shadows of your potential. The chariot urges you to step into the open road, even if your hands tremble on the reins. Because trembling hands can still lead you toward the life you deserve. And once you taste that first victory, even the smallest one, the wind will feel different against your skin. It will carry the scent of freedom, and you will know you are in motion now. Cancer. Imagine this. You are standing before a table where gold coins and silver keys lie scattered. The coins glimmer like tiny suns, whispering promises of comfort and freedom. The keys, they are not just to open vaults or houses. These are the keys to new chapters, new choices. In this moment, the Ace of Pentacles appears in your tarot spread. It is a seed, a beginning, a chance for your financial world to grow roots that run deep, drawing strength from the fertile soil of your heart's intentions. But here's the truth. Money in your life isn't just about wealth. It's about what it allows you to do. For Cancer, abundance is freedom to nurture, to care, to create a safe harbor for yourself and for those you love. It's the ability to invest not just in things, but in experiences, in healing, in memories that will outlast the shine of any coin. Close your eyes and feel it. The weight of a coin in your palm. Not heavy, but grounded. You are not clutching it out of fear. You are holding it because you know exactly where it will flow next. You know that true prosperity is a river, not a stagnant pond. It moves. It nourishes. It gives life as it passes through your hands. This is the reminder from the Ace of Pentacles. The universe is planting a seed in your path, but only you can choose to water it. With wise decisions, with patience, and with the belief that you are worthy of abundance. Because, Cancer, you are not here to simply earn money. You are here to build a life so rich in meaning that every coin you spend feels like you're pouring sunlight into the world. The art of emotional and financial balance. Cancer, your heart has always been your compass. You navigate life guided by intuition, empathy, and a deep understanding of human connection. But when it comes to money, sometimes that heart of yours gives too much, too soon. You invest in people, in dreams, in promises, sometimes even at the expense of your own security. This is not a flaw, it's a gift, but only when it's balanced. Imagine your emotions and your finances as two vessels on the same scale. When one is too heavy, the other struggles to rise. Too much focus on money without care for your emotional well-being can make you feel cold and disconnected. But pouring all your emotional energy into others without tending to your own financial needs can leave you drained, anxious, and unprotected. The secret is harmony. Learn to say, I can love deeply and still protect my resources. Learn to believe, I can give, but not give it all away. The Queen of Pentacles whispers this truth to you. Stability is not built by denying your generous nature, but by pairing it with wise boundaries. It's like tending a garden. You water the flowers, but you don't flood the soil. You nourish growth while making sure the roots stay strong. Tonight, as you reflect, think about where your emotional generosity and your financial decisions intersect. Are you giving from abundance or from depletion? Are you investing in what truly grows or in what only drains? Because the moment you find that sacred balance, Cancer, your life stops feeling like a constant trade-off. It becomes a steady, abundant flow where love and prosperity walk hand in hand. The moment of choice. And now, dear Cancer, the sea is no longer wild. The night no longer pressing. You stand before a quiet horizon where the first blush of dawn touches the water. Here is the truth. The star whispers. There will always be two currents in your life, one that pulls you back into the familiar safety of the shore, and one that invites you to step forward into the unknown beauty of open waters. This is the moment of choice. Not the kind where you must decide in haste, but the kind that happens deep in your heart, like a tide turning without anyone noticing. Your mind may ask, am I ready? Your heart already knows. You are not meant to stay in a place that dims your light. You are meant to rise, to pour out the water of your soul where it can nourish new beginnings. Even if the path ahead is unclear, even if the stars above seem faint, you carry a light within that will not betray you. And with each small step forward, that light will grow until it is no longer just a guide for you, but a beacon for others lost at sea. The choice, Cancer, is not about courage alone. It is about trust, trusting that your light and the star's light are one and the same. Perseverance and faith in the process of transformation. Cancer, the road to financial rebirth is rarely straight. It twists, it curves, it asks you to take steps forward even when the path feels uncertain. With the Death card as your quiet companion, remember that transformation is not a single moment, it is a continuous unfolding. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when you wonder if the seeds you planted will ever break through the soil. But trust this, growth is happening even in silence, even in the dark. Every wise choice, every small act of discipline, every time you choose hope over fear, you are shaping a new reality. Have faith in your ability to navigate change. You have walked through storms before, and each one has revealed a deeper layer of your resilience. This transformation is not rushing you, it's teaching you. It's asking you to anchor yourself in patience, to breathe when you want to push too hard, and to trust that the timing of the universe is always in your favor. Your perseverance is not just about enduring, it is about believing that the life you are building is worth every step, every wait, every quiet sacrifice. And one day, Cancer, you will look back and realize you didn't just survive this change, you became it. The symbol of rebirth? In the heart of transformation, Cancer, there is a moment when you realize you are no longer the person you once were. The fears you carried have dissolved like salt in the sea. The debts of the past no longer weigh you down, they have become stepping stones beneath your feet. The Death card, in its quiet wisdom, whispers that endings are simply doors to beginnings. And you, like the butterfly breaking free from its cocoon, are stepping into your next chapter with wings of resilience. Picture at the tide retreating, leaving behind treasures in the sand. These treasures are your hard-earned lessons, your inner strength, your renewed trust in yourself. They are the proof that loss can bloom into abundance, and that letting go can lead to something far greater than what you once clung to. You are reborn not only in your finances, but in your sense of worth. You understand now, wealth is not just numbers in an account, it's the calm in your heart, the freedom in your choices, and the courage to build something new. And as you stand here, Cancer, with your wings still damp from rebirth, the horizon calls. It is time to rise. The new horizon. Cancer, as you stand at the close of this chapter, the waves at your feet feel different. They are not the same tides that greeted you at the start of this journey. These waves carry the whispers of every lesson you've learned, every tear you've released, and every truth you've embraced. The Death card was never here to take something from you. It was here to open the gates to a new horizon. One where your worth is no longer tied to old fears. One where your financial choices bloom from clarity, not scarcity. One where your heart trusts that it is safe to receive. You are no longer the person who clung to what hurt, just because it was familiar. You are no longer the soul afraid of stepping into the unknown. You have shed that skin, like the butterfly breaking free from its cocoon, fragile yet unstoppable. Look out toward that horizon. The sun is rising for you, Cancer. It is lighting the path you once feared to walk. It is time to move forward, not with hesitation, but with the full power of your courage. The ocean will keep singing to you. The waves will keep reminding you, transformation is not a loss. It's the beginning of your most abundant chapter yet. Take the first step. The tide is in your favor, and you, dear Cancer, are ready.